So it was a beautiful Wednesday afternoon during my sophomore year in college that I'd just gone back home from school and was watching TV, just relaxing. And I got a call from my mother who started talking to me about just how my day had gone, asking me questions about what tests I had. And then she said she had something to tell me. She said that back in Juarez, Mexico, where we're from, and more importantly, where some of my family still lives, my godfather had gone missing. And nobody knew where he was, and nobody knew when he'd gone missing, but most tragically, they knew that it was a cartel that apparently had kidnapped him, because they left a note asking for a certain sum of money in order to get him back. So I don't know how many people get this sort of call, but I was shocked. Instantly, it took me to, I started thinking about everything I knew about Juarez and everything I knew about the cartel, everything I'd heard about the kinds of things that the cartel, the kind of terror that the cartel had brought on the people of Juarez. And I was thinking about all the crazy things that I've heard about the sort of control that the cartel has on the citizens, not just by having so much money and weapons, but because they've pretty much infiltrated the young population and made them work for them. I was remembering a story that my mom had told me previously about some neighbors neighbors of my godfather who were humble people, maybe sold tacos or something, I don't know. But one day they just started getting vehicles. They started making a whole bunch of money on cars and started coming in. And my godmother ran into the lady of the house at a store, and she asked them what was the change, how they could afford such things, and she and the lady of the house, without regard to really what she was saying, or it seemed like with no regard, started talking about how her son, like a 14-year-old kid, was now working for the cartel by killing people. He was being paid a sum of money for every either person he killed or person he took care of, and so I started thinking about the crazy things that could be happening to my godfather at the moment, and even more than that, I started thinking about the crazy things that could have been happening to me if I still lived there, and I reflected on the opportunities that I have now, and all the difference of life that I have now that I'm here living in Austin versus living back in Juarez, and the kind of things that I could have been going through. So, I for that moment I appreciated everything about what my life held and my opportunities, and I felt blessed.